Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? She's back at the cafe. Zoe Marie Jackson, guys. She is hanging out with us, and it is her new release, The Family Next Door, guys. It's hot off the press. Hold tight. We'll be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of her new book as well in just a little bit. And of course, guys, Zoe Marie Jackson is no stranger to the cafe. She's came and hung out with us before, and she's back again on today. So, of course, you know what to do, guys. I like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe and hang out with us on today. Grab your favorite beverage, pull up a seat, and let's have an amazing time with author Zoe Marie Jackson. And you never know, guys, she just may spill a little tea on today. Zoe, welcome back to the cafe, my
Hi,
friend.
thank
And
you
for
for
those
having me
who don't know
again.
you,
This is so
introduce
exciting.
yourself to the people.
Thanks for having me again. This is really exciting. Hi, Robin. I'm Zoe Marie Jackson, and I'm hailing from the state of Delaware. I am so happy to be back here again, celebrating my newest release, The Family Next Door, with Love Inspired, that imprint from Harlequin Books. I am writing these inspirational romances for Harlequin, and it has been. I'm ecstatic doing so, and I'm currently writing book 2 in this series. It's meant to be a 3-book series.
Oh, nice. So look, Zoe, you ain't playing. You start out spilling the tea. I love that. I love that. So we know that there is 2 more books coming in this series as well. Now, Zoe, I want to ask you this. You just shared with us that you write for the Love Inspired line, and you write sweet romance, like for that soothes the soul. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's great to write a romance that blends your faith and also just everyday life, contemporary romances. And hi, Belle.
Hi, Belle. And guys, Belle
New
also
York
writes for Love
Times,
Inspired. Thank you for
New York
joining
Times
us.
author. Yes. And so it's great to write these. I've gone through some really tough times, some trying times, and God has used these books to minister to me first before ministering to someone else. So it's
Wow.
really exciting being able to write books that soothe the soul
Wow, wow. I
and have a
love that.
happy
And
ever
one of the
after.
things with Zoe Marie Jackson, guys, she writes children so well. Case in point, if you have not read The Adoption Surprise, oh my goodness, those twins, you just fall in love with them as well. She got Mother for a Month. Again, so guys, you can check out her backlist. You can go to her Zoe Marie Jackson website, check out her backlist and get any of those books as well. And of course, if you're just starting with her, you can check out her new release, The Family Next Door. And so, Zoe, I want to ask you about this because, if you go back and look at your Love Inspired covers, I love those covers. And now you have a new cover with The Family Next Door. Tell us about this cover and what that was like when you saw the final imprint
Nice.
for what the cover was going to be.
They ask us to do what we call an art fact sheet, and you put in the scenes that are in the book and different things, and they draw from that, and you're not quite sure what you're going to end up with. Hello, Helen. And I think I saw Pamela and Tony. And
Yep, and you have Elaine who says she loves your
hi,
books.
thank
She's
you, Elaine.
tuning in from
Yes.
Georgia.
And so you don't know what you're going to end up with, but I've got to say that the people I've Love Inspired has they have always nailed the covers. I knew I wanted something with sunflowers on there
Oh,
because of a special plot point in this story, and but I wasn't expecting this. So when I saw this, it just took my breath away. And that's little Connor in there on the cover, and how this little boy unite two lonely hearts. So I just thought the cover was wonderful. Now with that title, this title could easily sound like a thriller or something else. So they really needed that book cover to showcase the kind of book that it is. And I think they did a
right,
great
right.
job.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us on today. A little bit about the title and I mean the cover. Now, I'm gonna ease into the title because I love to hear this question from authors as well.
Mhm,
The family next door. And you just told us a little bit about because that
mhm,
title could kind of go either way. So of course they needed something in the cover to the sunflowers
mhm.
to kind of lighten it up. But was that your original working title, or did this title come
No.
later? Did you help with the title?
No, I believe if I remember right, this was their title. I think my title was Recover at Ryder Hill because it's based in the
Oh,
fictional town of Ryder Hill, Delaware. Hi, Elaine Lewis. Hi, Lorna. Yeah.
wow. Wow. I love that. I love it. Now, you have to share with us, Zoe, what inspired this story?
Well, I now live in Delaware, and so I've started putting a lot of my stories in Delaware. And so being able to craft this, I live in a town where you could go to the Walmart and or you could go different places and you can see um the Amish, getting there in their buggies. I've seen them driving and I've seen them in the buggies, and so just being able to capture that feeling of a small town, where everybody seems to know everybody here,
Yeah.
and it's really like weird for me at the same time coming from a bigger city like New York originally, but I kind of got that small town feel when I lived in Florida. And so in writing this story, I do know I wanted to talk about siblings and the dynamics of what happens if you lose a parent and that parent then gives I always like that trope of, in order to inherit, this is what you have to do. And so I knew I wanted to write a series around that trope. Of course, each of the three siblings will be finding love along the way. So
Oh,
that's kind of was
wow.
my
Okay.
thinking of what I would wanted to do. And of course, the love inspired print, they, as you said, they do babies really well. And so you're going to get a story with family, with a struggle for the family. It's really family centered, this imprint. So yeah.
And Zoe, which you are not you're not new to writing children in your novel. Tell us a
Mhm.
little bit about that experience and what you enjoy. And y'all, let me just to tell you, Connor. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Well,
So what do you enjoy about including children in your
yeah,
in your
what I enjoy about including children is that, I've been an educator for quite a few years, but I also have a very large family. And I'm also, I think I can still say I'm a new grandma. She's going to be 3. And so, you get to know little ones really well. You're always around them. And my sister, my sisters who had younger children than I did, so just having that uh being immersed with little kids, they just bring a little joy, a little spirit, but also real life, of real situations that these characters are facing, and the dynamics of children. I think that children are your reason to get up, your reason to keep going, your reason to keep building. And so that's one of the things that I love about writing for the Love Inspired print.
Wow, I love that. Thank you for sharing, guys. If you're just joining us, we are hanging out with Zoe Marie Jackson, guys. She has a new Love Inspire. It is hot off the press. It is called The Family Next Door. It is available. We will be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of
Yes.
it. For those who like ebooks, it's available in ebook. And as Zoe is holding it up, it's available in print as well. So hold tight. We'll be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy. And so, Zoe, we have to talk about these characters just a little bit. You did spill some tea for those who are just joining us. This is going to be a series. This is the first
Yes.
of 3 in this particular series as well. So you guys are getting it hot off the press. This is the first book that introduced you to these individuals. And so, Zoe, I want to talk about the characters. We talked about we mentioned his name, Connor. Let's start
Yes.
with him. If you had to describe Connor's character, what can you tell us about Connor? Of course, y'all,
Yeah.
he's lost his mom, or what have you. But tell us a little bit about him.
I'm Connor is this um cute little guy that is just have this winning personality, a ready smile, just a sweet little kid. But he's also that kid that when my son was younger, that age, he was a bigger kid, like think football player big. And so he's like a little sturdy kid. And when he comes running or barreling towards you, you're gonna get that impact. So that's kind of what I wanted to paint with Connor as well. Like he was just this fun loving kid that, you know, that's sweet, but also that he had a little spirit to him, so that when he comes to hug you, you're gonna definitely feel that and feel the impact.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
my son, I call him a sweet teddy bear, so that's what I
Oh,
pictured with Connor.
Zoe, and I wanted to make sure you saw what Robin wrote. She said you are already a great author, so your grandbaby will give you even more
Ideas.
for ideas for your books as well. So I
Thank you.
love that. I love that as well, guys. If you're just joining us, we're hanging out with the Zoe Marie Jackson. She is live and in color about her new book, The Family Next Door. Of course, if you have a question or a comment, y'all know we like to be interactive here at the cafe. Definitely include
Yes.
your
Yeah.
comments in the comment section as well. And you may have a question or two, so feel free to add your question to the comment as well. And so she just shared with us a little bit about Connor's character. Of course, we have to talk about Connor's dad, Matthew Lawson. If you had to sum up Matthew's character, what can you tell us about him?
I think with Matthew and Torin, I definitely played off the grumpy sunshine trope. So
I love
Matthew,
Grumpy Sunshine.
yes, I do too. um, and so he is this, dad next door, very organized, very capable, and just has his structure. He's yearning to have a better relationship with his son because he was like a workaholic, working hard, and now he has to take care of his son. And it's just when you're a single parent, you have to figure everything out yourself. And so with his mom leaving, who was his main person, he's now in desperate need for someone to watch his son.
Right.
And he's an estate attorney, and he is overseeing their mom's wishes. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And of course, we have Zoe. She alluded to it at the beginning that each one of these siblings, it's the Emerson siblings, they
Yeah.
will get their stories. But
Right.
the first book is Torrin
Right.
Emerson or what have you. What can you tell us about Torrin's character?
So Torin is that I just picked, she's the youngest. And so, the youngest, I've found, I believe a lot of times they tend to be really carefree. They are a little bit more adventurous. And so she is definitely an adventurous. She was here, there, and everywhere. She needed to settle down, get a career, get something going, but things weren't always working out. And so this, she actually needed somewhere to live. And so that was her appeal of, okay, yeah, I'll start us off, but
Right.
her mom wrote her a letter. The mom is going to write each of them a letter that they read in their book. And that just gives them that encouragement that they need to start over or to try again or to find love. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I love that. I love that.
Thank
And
you.
so, Neil, if you could spill a little tea for us, Zoe,
Yeah.
going in, did you know that this was going to be a series? And also kind of a two-part question. What did you do behind the scenes as an author? Like, did you do like a little storyboard? Did you first create the town? Like, what was kind of like your behind the scene for this new series?
Okay, yeah, sure. So I am
Look, we want the
definitely
tea, Zoe.
okay, yes. So I am definitely a fingers on the keyboard kind of person. Have that rough concept that I mentioned before. I knew I wanted to do something involving a home and something involving siblings. And so, so yes, I did know it was going to be a series. I
Oh,
pitched it as a series, actually
nice.
4 books, but 3 were accepted. So we'll see what happens when it's time for the 4th, to try that one again. But yeah, so I knew I wanted to have the siblings. I knew that, there was just coming together after a parent passes. And at that time, I very much had both parents alive. I just recently lost my parent. And so, yes, it can either bring you together or it can rip you apart.
Mhm.
And so watching these siblings come together, um, was definitely important in the storyline.
Mhm.
And so that was a bit of how I did that. So then once I had the concept, I started to build each character and I started to build each storyline and then their counterparts.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's kind of how I did it is building, what is it that I want the house to look like? What is it that the issue is? All of that. And how am I going to fix this? Thank you so
I
much,
love
Helen.
and Zoe, you have a fan club. Helen says she loves your book. She really enjoyed Mother for a month. I know we had someone else that they were saying that I think it was Pamela. She said she enjoyed the adoption surprise as well. So, guys, if you are reading the
Thank
comments,
you so
trust
much.
me, you can go back to you can go to Zoe's website. You can check out her backlist. All of those books are available now, including her new one, The Family Next Door. And we will be sharing with you in just a moment how you can get your hands on a copy. And of course, I know you guys want to know this burning question. Zoe, when you think about the characters who make up The Family Next Door, and I know we just kind of mentioned a couple of them, but which one of these characters was like interesting, borderline fun for Zoe to write and to flesh out? And then on the flip side, was there a character that was a little more complex?
What a great question. I actually think that Matthew, the grumpy guy, was a lot of fun. Watching him come out of his shell, getting his feet dirty, so to speak, literally. And of course, Connor and his escapades, just going out, quote unquote, fishing and ended up with dirt all over.
Yeah,
Just all of this stuff was a lot of fun to write.
yeah.
I think the part that is probably a little bit more challenging is balancing their faith with the fiction and not making it preachy, so to
Yeah.
speak, but also making it really relatable and making and staying within what the imprint expects, so I think that that's probably a little bit more of what's challenging for me, but also the one of the scriptures that inspired this book, and it's in the beginning of the book, was Lamentations 3:2022 to 2023. And for some reason, when I was writing this book, I personally was singing Great Is Thy Faithfulness
Oh,
all
wow.
the time. And so I was just like, I need this in there. And so that's why I made Matthew a singer, because he doesn't look like he can sing, because he's this and that was actually inspired by my husband,
Oh,
because he's
wow.
into
Y'all, we are
IT,
getting the
very
tips.
organized, very structured world, and he sings amazing, amazing.
Wow.
So he doesn't look it, I think, you know and so I knew I channeled that a little bit in this character. And so but quote unquote, Matthew lost his voice, and we get to see that come again through his faith with God and rebuilding those relationships. So that's what I really that's what I really enjoyed in this. And I personally was singing Great Is Thy Faithfulness because I, like I said, I've been going through a lot of challenges, and so I have to remember that every morning is a new chance and a new beginning, and that God is faithful. Great is thy faithfulness. And so I knew that's what I love about writing these books, is that I may not know the focus, but as I'm writing and as I'm learning and as I'm discovering, God somehow will use a passage or a scripture or something that speaks to my heart that I can then
Wow.
share. Yes.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that with us and sharing a little bit about the behind the scenes
Thank you.
of you writing and how some of those things in your real life inspired some of the things that made it to the
Mhm.
book. I love that. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are hanging out with author Zoe Marie Jackson on today, guys. She is giving us a new release exclusive. It's her new book and it's a new series, The
Mhm.
Family Next Door. It is available in ebook and print. Hold
Yes.
tight. We'll be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy. And Zoe, I know they're ready, my friend. I know they're ready for just a little snippet. So
Okay.
I'm going to allow you to kind of set the scene for us, and you can start reading as well. And Mama Tony, Tony Bonita of Mama Tony's book note, she
Mm,
said that was one of her, that was her mother's favorite song.
favorite
And
Oh,
then you had Pamela to share that that's one of her favorite scripture
scripture
passages
passage
in
of
Lamentations as
Lamentations.
well. So I love that.
Thank you
I
so much,
love that
guys.
as well.
Yes.
So guys, we're getting ready to hear and Pamela says, yes, new mercies of God every morning. I love it. Zoe
Amen.
is getting ready to read just a
Mhm.
little snippet from the family next door. And Zoe, we are ready when you are.
Yes. So I'm just going to pick up really quickly, read a short snippet, really short snippet from chapter 1, the very beginning, where Matthew's getting ready to leave for work with Connor. And they just met Miss Anna, who is a retired pulmonologist, who is his housekeeper, but she doesn't offer childcare
Right.
services. Right? So he's saying hi, he's saying bye or hi bye to her. So now, making his way down the paved driveway once more, Matthew settled Connor into the booster seat in his black Ford Expedition and headed to his office. He put on some children's music to entertain his son during the 12-minute ride to his office located in the heart of the town. Connor was busy singing along, moving his body to the tune, leaving Matthew free to worry about his lack of a babysitter. Should he have his administrative assistant rearrange his appointments for the next few days? He rubbed between his eyes, feeling every day of his 36 years. Connor bellowed out the final word of the current song, which made Matthew smile and hum along. Connor stopped singing and looked at him unsure. Matthew tensed. It's okay, buddy. You didn't have to stop singing. Connor dipped his chin to his chest. I know, You just what? Nothing. Gripping the wheel, Matthew hated how his communication with his son was so stilted, unnatural, and awkward. He wiped his brow. He was a master at talking to people and adept at handling emotional situations. His job as an estate attorney required a certain skill set that worked with everyone but his own child. Connor only clung to him when he was around strangers or scared. The rest of the time, his son appeared uncomfortable to be in his presence, and Matthew had no clue how to fix that.
Oh,
Poor
there
Matthew.
you guys have it. That's just a little snippet from the family next door. And like I said, we will be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy. Thank you, Zoe, for sharing a little bit of the family next door with us as well. And of course, guys, you know we have to play a quick round of this or that. Zoe, there is no right or wrong answer. It is all things according to Zoe Marie Jackson. Are you ready, my friend?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's get started. Here we go. Okay, Zoe, small town or big city? Small town or big city?
I'm now a small town girl.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Okay, morning person or night owl? Morning person or night owl?
I actually think I'm one of those people that might be both, but I'm actually gonna probably go with morning person.
Okay,
I feel like
okay,
I might get more done in the morning. Yes.
okay. I love it. I love it. Okay, now Zoe, you gotta tell us here at the cafe. Please share with us. Are you road trip or plane ride? Road trip or plane ride?
Oh, that's a oh. I think I'm probably I have done so many plane rides, but there's nothing like getting where you need to go quickly when you need to get there. Wow. I don't know why this one is kind of tricky, but I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with plane ride.
Okay, okay, play ride. I love that. I love that. Now, Zoe, of course, we are in the summertime, my friend. Okay, is it sandals or flip flops? Sandals or flip flops?
I'm gonna go with sandals, even though I do own flip flops, but definitely sandals because what I like about sandals is that I can wear them to work and also wear them to play. So
Oh,
you can
wow.
wear them
Okay,
anywhere. So yeah, that's why I
okay,
prefer sandals.
okay. I love it. I love it. And are you sunglasses or straw hat? You are chilling on the beach. Is it sunglasses or straw hat?
Sunglasses all the way.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much, Zoe,
Thank
for playing
you. That
around with
was
this or
fun.
that. I totally appreciate you doing a round of this or that with us as well. And one of the things that I want to ask you, Zoe, I want to ask you this, and then there's a great question that I want to ask you that's in the comment section that I saw as well. As a matter of fact, I'll ask you that one first. I want to say it came from Robin, and it was a great question. Let me find it. So Robin wanted to know, this is a little bit of behind the scenes of your writing. She wanted to know that you are, let's see, she was no, that's not the one. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. Thank you. She wanted to know, how do you still have the creative flow for your own books while also being a literary agent? So guys, we get a little behind the scene a little bit.
It's so funny because a part of being a literary agent is reading other books, and we know that reading builds your creative flow. And
Nice.
so I get to read and help promote others and develop other authors and help get their storylines out to the masses, which is so much fun. But then I turn that off and I start to read. I'm always reading for pleasure. I'm reading love inspired reads to help me inspire me. But yeah, it kind of helps in terms of just the fact that you're reading a lot. It helps you to keep your wheels turning as well.
Wow. I love that. I love that. And
That
so,
was a
and
great
this
question.
one is kind of pertaining to the book, The Family Next Door. What do you want readers to take away from this story when they finish reading it?
I think what I want to take away is um, God is faithful and He is a God of second chances. And when everyone else has given up on you, even you have given up on you, God has not given up on you. And that's what I think I would like people to take away from this. And when God restores, it's done so well that your heart is happy and your soul is just smiling. So that's what I want people to take away from it.
I love that. I love that, guys. If you're just joining us, hanging out with Zoe Marie Jackson. And of course, guys, she's giving us a new release exclusive. Not only is this her new book, The Family Next Door, but it is a new series with the Harlequin Love Inspired imprint
Mhm.
as well. And of course, guys, there is a giveaway. I'm going to allow
Yes.
Zoe to share with us on today what the giveaway is going to be.
Well, I'm going to ask Pamela to take control of who gets the books, but I will definitely be giving away 2 copies of The Family Next Door. You can choose the ebook copy, or you can choose to get a signed copy mailed, a physical copy mailed to you. So it's your
Okay.
choice. Thank you.
Nice. So she's giving away 2 copies of The Family Next Door. It is a reader's choice. So you get to let her know if you want the ebook or if you want the print copy as well. So I love that. And of course, guys, you just had to comment in the comment section. Zoe is helping me. Zoe, when you tell me when to stop, we'll do it twice. Those individuals will be the winner of a copy of The
Okay,
Family
cool.
Next Door as well. So I'm
And
ready
please
when you
inbox
are.
me.
I'm moving through the comment section.
Okay,
Okay.
stop.
Okay. The first one is Tiffany Jones. She says small town. She likes small town as well. So Tiffany,
Congrats,
if you will
Tiffany.
inbox me, when you inbox us your information, let us know if you want the ebook or if you want the print copy
Thank
as well.
you,
All right. We're
Tiffany.
gonna do it one more time. Okay. So Zoe, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Stop.
Myra Cook, you are the other winner, my friend. So same thing. If you would
Hi,
inbox
Myra.
me, let me know if you want the ebook or if you want the print copy, and provide me with your information, and we'll be sure to get that information to Zoe for you guys, your giveaway as well. So thank you guys for participating.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Zoe, for hanging out with us on
Thank
today
you so much for having
as
me, and
well.
thank
And
you
of
for all
course,
you do for authors. Yeah.
And
Thank you
Zoe,
so
of
much.
course, you know we have to ask you, my friend. We did share with the individuals that it's available in ebook and it's available in print. And of course, guys, one of our sponsor indie bookstores, Riches in Reading,
Yes.
she has copies of The
Ah,
Family Next Door. And so I will be putting
thank
the
you.
link in the shout out to Riches in Reading indie bookstore. I'll be putting that link in the comment section. So that is one place that you can get copies of The Family Next Door. And then Zoe's going to share with us
Yes.
where else we can get our hands on a copy.
And if you do work with Riches in Reading and order a copy there, we will do like a $5 Amazon giveaway for whoever she chooses. So thank you so much, Riches in Reading. I absolutely love her and all that she does for authors, as well as you too, Angela. So to get in touch with me, you can go to zoemariejackson.com. You can read sample chapters off my website on these 4 books, as well as you can join my mailing list, and I'm working on getting that going. Or you can join my Zoe Marie Jackson Readers Group, or follow me here on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook at author Zoe Marie Jackson. So if you Google me, you will find me. I promise.
I love that. I love that, guys. You've heard it here at the cafe. You can definitely stay connected with Zoe Marie Jackson. We've put it in the comment section as well. Go to her website. You can sign up for her newsletter or sign up to stay connected with
Yes.
her.
And thank
Again, like I
you.
said, you can see her backlist of other books.
Yes.
I,
And
yes,
thank you, readers, for
as
making me
well. So
a
we're super
Publishers
excited.
Weekly best-selling author from The Family Next Door. I forgot. Yes, thank you.
That is awesome. Congratulations, guys. Published weekly author
Mhm.
for The Family Next Door. That is a huge something for us to celebrate on today
Thank
as
you.
well. So congratulations to you, Zoe Marie Jackson, as well, guys. And of course, once you read it, definitely leave a review. I know that Zoe would be so appreciative of you guys leaving a review as well. And be sure to stay connected with her and find out what's going on next. Because remember what she said, there are 2 more books coming in
Yeah.
this particular series as well. So, Zoe, thank you for hanging out with us, my
Thank you
friend.
so
The
much.
time goes by so fast, but we want to allow you, my friend, to have the last words of what you want to say to the people.
Thank you so much, everyone, for reading and for supporting, and even for popping in today. You don't know what you do for authors when you just support, when you give us a boost. It's because of you why we get a chance to do what we love and give you more books that you enjoy. So thank you so much, and continue to support us. And if you can't afford it, please, you can request it at the library as well. Please do so. Thank you so much.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Zoe. We definitely appreciate you for taking the time to hang out with us at the cafe and giving us a new release exclusive as well. So, guys, make sure that you stay connected with Zoe. And if you see the book out in the wild, definitely, take a
Yes.
picture, tag Zoe in it as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend about this book. I'm Angela Anderson. You can stay connected with me. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Angela Anderson's YouTube. You can follow me on social media as well. And of course, I have a book as well. It's called The Power of I Am, 21 Days of Affirming You. If you have not gotten your hands on a copy, it is available now. And of course, if you have read it, if you've done the 21 days or what have you, or if you just read it all the way through, definitely leave a review. I will be appreciative of that
Mhm.
as well. Again, guys, we've hung out with Zoe Marie Jackson on today. One more time, we're going to let you know, go get a copy of The Family Next Door and tell a friend to tell a friend. And of course, guys, as we always say, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Go get a copy of The Family Next Door. Bye bye.